Hey everyone, this is Roberto Blake of robertoblake.com helping you create something awesome today. So today we're going to talk about something interesting. We're going to talk about selling t-shirts on the internet and how you do that and whether it's viable or whether it works. Now we're doing this video because it was a request from many of you in the audience, both in the graphic design video comments and in some other comments, because you guys see that I have the Always Be Creating and the Create Awesome t-shirts, and a lot of you have been wondering about that. Now, the thing is, I don't market those a lot because I'm not really in selling t-shirts online to make a ton of money or to really even promote my website, because there's no URL link or anything going to my website. These shirts for me were about spreading a specific message, and then also in my personal branding, whenever I walk out in these, they're a conversation starter. There's no point at which a day goes by when I'm wearing these shirts that I don't end up talking to someone about the Create Awesome philosophy, about creating things and sharing them with the world and living out your dreams if you're a creative. So that always ends up being part of the conversation. So if you have a message or you're a personal brand, there might be reasons outside of the e-commerce benefit for you to sell t-shirts online or to have t-shirts, because you might be interested in building a community, which is what I'm doing. I'm building a community of people who either want to be entrepreneurs and they're creating value for other people, or they're creative professionals or hobbyists, they're artists, photographers, painters, designers who are creating things and sharing them with the world. So, you know, Create Awesome and Always Be Creating applies to anybody really, and that's the point. So I'm building a community of people who are interested in that message and want to feel like they're a part of something. That's it. That's why I don't spam people with stuff for the t-shirts or go buy the t-shirts in the store. With that in mind, if you are looking to do e-commerce and sell t-shirts for whatever reason, there are some strategies and methods that I can advise you on. One, I would say that I understand if you were trying to go wholesale, buy t-shirts from a wholesaler, print them yourself or whatever, and then keep the largest margin. But I'm against that for several reasons. Because one, it means that you're limited to the market that you can either deal with locally, or that you have to absorb shipping logistics and shipping cost. If you're doing any other type of business, all of that for selling the shirts for a very minimal amount of money is taking away time from your other business. So I recommend that if you're doing any other business, any other side hustle, do not print your own t-shirts and buy them wholesale. Just go through an online vendor, let them keep the bulk of the profits, and you make like $1.50 or $2 a shirt. It's fine, because it means zero cost to you, zero work, and zero of your time. So I would argue that the margin that they're keeping is you buying back your time. So that's what I would recommend. The online marketplace that I utilize for my t-shirts is Spreadshirt.com. So I have robertoblake.spreadshirt.com, but I also set up my own URL. I set up robertoblake.com/shirts to forward to that. So if you have your own website, I would say find a way to do the URL redirect and do something like shirts or store, and then push people from your .com to your store. The reason I recommend that is you'll have better tracking metrics. It might be easier for people to remember and to get to. It might be better for you for linking that up on your website. Obviously, if you're in YouTube like me, then using YouTube info cards and annotations are associated with your website, your .com, so that's going to make it easier for you to link out to that. So those are my recommendations with regard to utilizing an online store or e-commerce platform as a third party for selling your t-shirts or your apparel accessories online. Now, with regard to how you go about designing them, I recommend that if you're going to do something that's text-based like this, or that is an icon or a logo, that you take the Adobe Illustrator EPS file and you upload it. And the reason I use Spreadshirt is specifically because they take advantage of EPS and Illustrator files. So I know that it's going to be clean, it's going to be vector, it's going to be perfect, it's not going to be pixelated, it's not going to be off in any way. So that's why I would use it. Also, I feel the quality of the shirts is very good. So those are my recommendations for selling shirts online and how you approach that. I have links to the stuff I talked about in the description below, so make sure you're checking that out. If you still have questions about selling shirts online, then go ahead and leave those in the comment section. I'll try and answer as many of them as I can, but I think I pretty much covered it in this video. Anyway, like this video if you like it, don't forget to subscribe, share it with friends, check out the other awesome content on the channel. As always, you guys, thanks so very much for watching, and don't forget, create something awesome today.